for a while. There are some things I want to check on.
What kind of things?
No, just routine. A complete blood workup, for one thing. Now, Janet, stop fretting. You too, Travis. Your girl has gone through quite a lot and come out just fine, so why don't you let me do the worrying from now on?
I wish I could oblige you.
I don't know why I keep saying that to people. Nobody ever listens to me. Yeah, that was quick. Thank you.
What do you see, Bob?
Do you think there's a break?
Well, I can't be sure. Let me get these in a better light. I'll be right across the hall. And try not to worry too much.
Hey, you get the marshmallows and I'll get the Girl Scouts. Hey, what's the matter? You don't like marshmallows?
I'm sorry. What?
What's the matter? You look funny.
I feel funny.
Are you sick?
No, I just feel funny. Her face is so clear to me. I keep seeing it everywhere I look. Sounds pretty stupid, huh?
No. I mean, hallucinating, that's one thing. That's what's happening. You're in big trouble. But anyone's bound to be a little upset. Seeing their mother for the first time.
See, it even feels weird to hear you call her my mother.
Well, that's what she is. I'll have to get used to the idea.
Do you think that, she ever thinks about me? I wonder if she ever wonders, how I am, or even where I am. I mean, God, I could be dead for all she knows.
That's probably a good enough reason for you to go back and see her.
So she'll know I'm not dead?
No, not just that, but... Brian, I think this whole situation is beginning to affect you a lot more than you thought it would. I think you ought to go face her and get it over with.
Do you know that she was younger than we are when she had me? That was a long time ago. That's a lot of time to forget.
You know, I don't think anyone can forget something like having a baby and having to give it up. I'm sure she thinks about you. She's probably thinking about you right now, and you're just picking up on her thoughts.
I don't know about that. I just know that I can't stop thinking about her. You know, I just wish I never came here. I just should have left well enough alone.
You want to see her. You saw her. I mean, you got what you wanted, didn't you?
Yeah, but I just wish I could get her out of my mind.
A good night's sleep would do us both some good. Let's go get the sleeping bags.
Why is it that moments like this always seem to go on forever? I know she's going to be all right, Travis. Really, she's young and she's healthy and I'm worried to death.
I know, so am I, Janet. She was in such pain.
You should have believed me. I told you there was nothing to worry about.
She gonna be all right?
Is she, Bob?
She will be. It's just a hairline fracture of the pelvis.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Janet, any fracture is serious. But in this case, it's fixable and without a cast.
But will she recover completely?
Yes.
No long-term effects?
No.
What do you think?
Maybe.
sorry, Bob. I'll keep my mouth closed.
Thank you. You know, you look like you could use a cup of coffee. Come on. Travis, you wait here. It won't be long now.
Okay.
Bob, do you think she's going to be here long?
Within a week, she'll be out if there are no complications.
Travis, is she all right?
She's gonna be fine.
Truly?
Yeah.
Oh, thank heaven. I was so worried about her.
The x-rays show a hairline fracture, but no complications. She should be as good as new.
I'm so happy I could cry. This whole thing was entirely my fault.
Hey, now, don't talk that way. The important thing is you and Liza handled it beautifully, and you're both safe. There's no reason to feel guilty. I mean, if you're going to talk like that, then it's my fault for not getting there in time.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I had no right setting up a trap for Lieutenant McKay without letting you know what I was doing. It was my stupid pride at thinking I could take on McKay all by myself, and it was that same stupid pride that almost got us killed.
Are you through? Come on. Why don't you sit down for a little while, huh? She should be up in a few minutes. Would you like some coffee?
That sounds great. You're a good man, Travis. Liza's very lucky to have you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Can I get you another cup of coffee?
No thanks, Stephanie. I wouldn't even have one for the road.
Well, you really do feel miserable, don't you?
Yeah. I can't seem to get Sonny off my mind.
It's just a shame that our daughters have to suffer like this.
Well, the shame of it is that you and I are mostly responsible for it.
Ted, I'd hate to think that. But I think you're right.
Yes, honey, we're here.
I just couldn't. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, though.
You're not interrupting anything, Wendy.
Couldn't you sleep, too?
No. I think I tried too hard.
Well, why don't you just sit right down, and we'll get all cozy, and you can just rest right here.
Okay.
Wendy, I can't tell you how glad I am that you're safe.
Thank you. But I think I owe you an apology.
Wendy, no.
No, Mr. Adamson, I feel horrible that I could have ever thought you killed Beau Mitchell. Will you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive, Wendy. I was behaving like a madman. Actually, I should apologize to you for causing you all that fear. Well, I can't explain my behavior. I guess I just fell apart and did a lot of shouting.
Adults have a hard time sometimes, don't they?
Well, some adults don't act very adult on occasion. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Ladies, would you excuse me? I didn't get too much sleep last night, and I'd like to have another go at it. Good night, Wendy. Pleasant dreams.
Good night, you too.
I'll walk you to the door.
Right.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Good night, Ted.
Good night.
Mom. Don't you think bravery is an important quality a man should have?
Oh, honey, I certainly do. Ted's always been a fighter.
No, I don't mean Ted. I was talking about Lee. I think he's one of the bravest men I've ever known.
You do?
Uh-huh. I mean, after all, not all men can talk to a woman with such sensitivity and understanding and still be brave at the same time.
Well, he's very special, and we do owe him a great deal. So let's put you back into bed.
So when did you find out you were adopted?
You sure do ask a lot of questions.
Well, how am I going to learn anything if I don't ask questions? When'd you find out?
It was, when my mother died. About 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. My father told me because, well, you see, she died from a hereditary disease. And he didn't want me to worry that I might get it someday.
You mean your father came right out and told you that he'd had an affair with Stephanie Wyatt?
And that was only because my mother had been sick for so long.
You know, I like your old man's style. He gets a woman pregnant and then adopts the baby. I don't get it.
I don't believe you. You don't understand anything. My mother wanted to adopt me. It worked out fine for everybody, especially for me.
You liked her, huh?
Yeah, I liked her. I loved her. And she loved me. She was a real mother to me, as much as my father was a real father. I was wanted.
Hey, Brian, I know you said you wanted to leave tomorrow for St. Louis. But are you sure you want to go without seeing Stephanie again?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Brian, you're so stupid. I mean, all you have to do is go there tomorrow, tell her that you're her son. That'll be it. I'm not asking you to lie or anything. Just tell her the truth. You are her son.
Spencer, I don't want to do it. How's she going to explain me to people? I would mess up her whole life.
I'm not asking you to move in with her. Just take some cash and split. I mean, can't you see that that beautiful woman is loaded with beautiful money?
Just what do you think I am?
You're a guy with some rights. Did you ever stop to think about that? Hell, she didn't want you in the first place, or else she would have kept you no matter what. She'll pay you off fast.
You just back off. I don't want to ever hear that kind of talk from you.
All right. Just trying to help you. Just forget it.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes? Can I help you? Can I help you? Oh, she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. Look at her smile. How kind she is. This is just like I thought it would be. You never forgot me. You never wanted to give me away. I knew you must have always loved me. Mother. Mother, how dare you come back into my life? I should have had an abortion. I never wanted a baby. I loathed every minute I carried you.
No, you don't mean that.
I hated you. I couldn't wait to get rid of you. You don't exist for me.
No!
I have no son. nightmare? Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what it was.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm sorry I woke you up.
Don't worry about it. Good night.
Get up. You've got a late-night visitor.
Return to our story.
I'm sorry, Cissy. I really hate to inconvenience you.
You want the light on, mister?
No. No, I'm not afraid of the dark. Are you, Cissy? Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I think problems should be talked about quietly, without confusion, light, noise. People shouldn't be afraid. Unless they're going to get hurt. You afraid of pain, Cissy? You know what I think? I think you were afraid of Lieutenant McKay, but you don't have to worry. You're not going to see him anymore. You see, he's been removed from this case. He's made a very unfortunate mistake.
Has he hurt my father? No, I won't. He can't. You let him alone. What have you done?
All right, Fred, that's enough. I think the little girl is going to be her sweet self again. Aren't you, Cissy? All right, Fred, wait in the hall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one more thing. After I leave, I want Miss Mitchell's possessions removed from this room. I want this room searched, and I want that transmitter found.
I'll take care of it, sir.
Now, Cissy, you and I are going to play a little game. There's only one way you can please me, and that's to answer me as accurately as you can. Ready? All right. Who killed Beau Mitchell? Cissy, you're not doing very well. You want me to call guard back?
No.
All right, then I will ask you one more time. Who killed Beau Mitchell? Yes? Cissy, maybe it would help if I held your hand. No, just relax, Cissy. Let me hold your hand. Perhaps it'll give you confidence. Now, you tell me, who killed your brother?
McKay did, and you were involved. You were involved.
Oh, Cissy, you were right the first time. Did you know that Lieutenant McKay was in jail?
That's where he belongs.
Yes, and undoubtedly he will be prosecuted for the murder of your brother, and the authorities will want to know why you changed your story. Now, did Lieutenant McKay threaten you?
Don't hurt me.
Cissy,
Don't hurt me.
did
Don't hurt
he
me.
threaten you?
Yes, he did.
Yes, and now one more time. Who killed Beau Mitchell?
Lieutenant McKay.
That's right. And was anyone else involved?
No! No! No!
Good. Very good, Cissy. You know, I'm proud of you. Don't you ever forget that. No matter who asks you, don't you dare forget. You know, you see, Cissy, what a patient man I am. All right. All right. I'm going to go now. You have a nice sleep.